Hello everyone, meron po ditong tanong na sagutin natin. Good morning, co-PCOs. New here and never tried magpa-treat ng hazardous waste. Can someone give me insights or advice sa process po nito? Meron po ba kayong sariling weighing scale and ginagamit nyo po? Salamat po. So ito yung mga practical insights and advice based sa common practice when it comes to hazardous waste treatment in our country. Especially sa ating mga first timer, mga bagong PCO, magkaroon kayo ng kunting idea. Well, unang-una, sa hazardous waste treatment process, kailangan mo syempre ay i-identify and i-classify ang iyong hazardous waste. You can check your waste against DOW 2013-22, the revised procedures for the management of hazardous waste. Dapat alam mo, ma-assign mo ang proper waste code. Halimbawa, yung ating used engine oil, meron tayong 101. Yung ating mga infectious waste, M506. So, kailangan mong ma-identify yung hazardous waste at kung ano yung waste code. You need to identify and classify your hazardous waste. Maglagay ka ng proper label sa mga container nito. Lagyan mo ng name of waste, ano yung waste number, waste details. At syempre, tayo bilang mga waste generator. Kung gusto mo, kunin mo yung pattern ng label, the standard label for hazardous waste um, container. So kapag na-identify at na-classify mo na yung hazardous waste mo, mag-secure ka naman ng registered or accredited transporter and treater. You must work with DNR accredited transporter and or TSD, yung Treatment Storage Disposal Facility. So never transact with unregistered haulers or transporter kasi bilang waste generator, responsibility mo yan. Pwedeng sambitin natin na mananagot tayo sa ah, regulation ng DNR kasi pumili ka ng unregistered or not accredited. Very important sa mga baguhan yung tinatawag natin na manifest system. Meron tayong hazardous waste manifest at yan yung documents for the movement of our hazardous wastes. Sino ba ang nag-generate, sino ang kukuha, magta-transport at saan dadalhin. Ang manifest nga na yan, hazardous waste manifest, ay signed po yan ng ah, generator. Actually, nung una, dahil hindi pa online. Pero kasi ngayon online, pino-forward yan sa transporter through the HWMS account at ipo-forward naman ng transporter doon sa ah, treater. Pwede mong i-print yan. Pwede mong i-print, printable yan kasi kung ikaw ang transporter, maganda may hawak ka rin ng printed hazardous waste manifest. Manifest kasi pagka may nagtanong sa'yo sa daan. So always keep copies ng hard copy nito. Pero yung soft copy syempre nasa HWMS account at syempre sa iyong computer. Now pagdating dyan sa meron po ba kayong sariling weighing scale? Yung actual pick up and weighing of waste, usually the transporter or treater provides the weighing scale. Common practice yon. Yung truck has a portable weighing scale. Either dala-dala nila yan. Pwede naman, they weigh the hazardous waste upon arrival sa TSD using industrial scale kasi yung pong babayaran naman doon sa TSD, nakadepende kasi yun sa bigat nga. So the official weight is reflected na sa iyong manifest, nakalagay din sa certificate of treatment. Ayan, naka-indicate kung ilang tons yung volume. Now, do you need your own scale? Hindi siya mandatory. Pero helpful po yan sa'yo kasi internal monitoring, lalong-lalo magsasubmit ka ng self-monitoring report, nagre-reflect ka dapat ng volume ng waste mo in terms of metric ton. So internal monitoring. Kaya do you need your own scale? Not mandatory but it is helpful for you especially for internal monitoring. For inventory tracking, tumataas, bumababa ba ang ating generation. At syempre, in the context of hauling, mayroon kang paraan to estimate yung hauling cost. At saka, hindi naman nire-require yan ng DNR yung weighing scale. Kaya yan ay not mandatory. Optional lang na magkaroon yan. At dyan sa sinasabing uh, certificate of treatment, kailangan after na mahakot sa'yo ang hazardous waste nadala sa treatment facility, dapat ma-issuean ka ng certificate of treatment signed by the treater. Downloadable yan sa iyong hazardous waste management system account. At kapag meron kang certificate of treatment, that proves that your waste was treated legally. So kung wala kang certificate of treatment, paano mo yan mapuprove sa kanila? Especially sa DAO 2013-22, yung proper management of hazardous waste, kailangan meron kang certificate of treatment. So, Chapter 3 ng DAO 2013-22. Yan ang basehan natin dyan. And you complied with the DNR requirements kung meron kang maipapakitang certificate of treatment. Of course, may ibang gamit ang certificate of treatment, especially for compliance monitoring reporting. Sa pag-submit mo ng self-monitoring report, nandoon yung information sa certificate of treatment. Ano ang type of waste, kailan yan na-treat, the date of treatment, at saka yung method of treatment. Kaya dapat meron kanyang certificate of treatment. Kung pwede nga, meron ka pang certificate of disposal. You need to keep the certificate of treatment, lalong-lalo to showcase your compliance sa ECC conditions. Doon sa may mga environmental compliance certificate. Di ko alam kung meron ang nagtatanong ng ECC or baka CNC lang. And of course, sa EMB inspection, how will you prove na nagkaroon nga ng proper management ng hazardous waste mula storage, transport, and then disposal. So pag nag-inspect ang EMB, may papakita kang certificate of treatment. As I mentioned earlier, yung certificate of treatment proves that your waste was treated legally. Now, as a PCO, make sure na mag-request ka ng updated registration as a hazardous waste transporter. Kailangan mo yan. O dapat kung magpapatreat ka ng hazardous waste mula sa kung sino ang magta-transport ng waste mo hanggang sa makarating sa TSD, dapat meron kang updated certificate of registration nila. Kumuha ka ng kopya niyan sa kanila. At ikaw naman, 'di ba, ikaw ay isang pollution control officer. Dapat meron ka ding copy ng PCO accreditation nung PCO nila. Bawa, 'di ba may transporter, may treater. Kung nakikipag-MOA ka sa kanila, humingi ka rin ng kopya ng kanilang PCO accreditation kasi ang PCO nila doon ang sisiguro na tama yung transport at tama din yung treatment. Although hindi naman sila nakapirma sa certificate of treatment, pero may responsibility din sila as exemplified in Section 10, DAO 2014-02. They need to ensure na operating nasa normal operating condition ang kanilang mga vehicles, yung kanilang mga treatment technologies, yun. And then you need to maintain a record yung hazardous waste generation mo. Maganda kung meron kang hazardous waste log sheet para yun pong mga generation, even yung hauling or yung transport, naka-record lang naka ano na siya, naka-record na. You need also to take photos during hauling, ano bang date hakot, nag-transport, anong time pumasok sa inyong facility. And then you need to make sure na may proper label yung mga container bago umalis sa iyong facility. Kasi damay ka dyan pag nahuli sa kalsada na yung mga containers ay walang label. So never allow unlabeled containers. Never allow overfilled drums kasi prone sa leakages. And then, never allow leaking containers. Baka naman magkaroon ka ng problema dyan sa daan. Keep all your documents organized, yung manifest. Maganda pati yung invoices, yung pinagbayaran mo sa pagpapahakot, yung certificate of treatment at panghuli yung ating memorandum of agreement with the transporter and treater. So, I hope na may natutunan ka dyan. Maraming maraming salamat. At kung gusto mo pang matuto, just like and share this video. If you think na nakatulong ang video na to, please share and like this video. Thank you very much for time listening and God bless us all.